Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 258. As we reset this room, we're going to be doing some quick screen sharing because we are going to be going and looking at a really interesting thing within Moonbeam. So tonight, our quick bite is going to be on Zen and Moonbeam. And so we have to do a quick search because we don't have it saved up on boop. All right. So this is what we're going to cover tonight. The really cool thing sort of going on here within Moonbeam is a proposal to throttle the network in response to Zen. And so this is one of those really funny things because, networks talk about scalability being used by a ton of people. And then at the heart of it, it's, hey, we have a whole lot of new people using our chain. It's not fair for us doing our thing, so let's increase prices. Literally says that it is a proof of participation protocol. So use. So this came out by Aaron .mbf. He's a technical council member. Referendum MR10 expediting RT 2302 to bring dynamic fees to Moonbeam sooner to deal with recent storage bloat. This is the summary piece that I'm going to go through all of this. Abnormal behavior is causing significant performance degradation to the network. I propose expediting the deployment of RT2302 to Moonriver by using the OpenGov whitelist track to ensure transactions on the network are properly priced based on how much gas is being used. This is a measure to slow the transactions that are clogging the network and increasing the size of the chain state. Recently, community members have observed some abnormal behavior on the Moonbeam network, including block saturation, rapid increase in storage side, degraded collator performance, and delays in transactions being accepted into blocks. Upon further analysis, increased usage originating from Zen Crypto, the Zen Crypto project appears to be a significant contributor. The project uses a proof of participation concept for minting its Zen token. But because Moonbeam currently has a flat base fee, 100 Gwei per transaction, regardless of network utilization, these transactions are not getting properly priced. On March 23rd, the volume of transactions originating from Zen significantly increased with the launch of Zen NFT ERC721, Zen NFTs, which allow the automation of creating Zen ERC20 tokens in bulk. The proof of participation mechanism is generating a lot of storage and saturating the network with tiny smart contract creations whose sole use is to proving the participation of the user. What's more, users will create new addresses in order to participate repeatedly without having to wait for the waiting period to pass. As a result, it's significantly increasing the size of the chain state. Prior to Zen stepping up its efforts, the chain state was growing at about 1 megabyte per day. Currently, it's growing at roughly 500 megabytes per day, every single day. So that means that 500x in the amount of usage is going on. 500x of people participating in transactions happening, and there's complaints about it. The Moonbeam chain state is currently sitting at 16 gigs in size. This will rapidly start to create significant performance degradation. We're already seeing block saturation, and if this continues, synchronizing the chain will take weeks. Producing blocks will be slower, fees will increase, and it will take a long time for transactions to make it into a block, which is obviously bad for the entire ecosystem. I want to be clear that I'm not offering an opinion on the merits of the philosophy behind the Zen project, Zen NFTs, or their utility. But as it currently stands, without properly pricing, without properly pricing these in transactions, it presents a serious stability issue for the chain. As it happens, before becoming aware of this issue, the Moonbeam dev team had already been working on runtime 2302. In fact, the deployment to Moonriver is currently in democracy, which would enable dynamic fees. This would ensure that these transactions would be properly priced based on how much gas is being used, and the chain storage can't be so easily grown at an ultra low cost. As a concentrated concerned community member, and given the urgency of the situation, I'm proposing that we accelerate the deployment of RT2302 to Moonriver by using the OpenGov whitelist track to have it deployed as soon as possible. Then it is proposed to fast track the deployment to Moonbeam, targeting a deployment after 1 day of being live in Moonbeam. So, one, his proposal has some issues there, technical faults, supposed to be being live in Moonriver. In terms of the storage problem itself, the dev team will need to do some additional work post RT 2302 to prevent abuse. Moonbeam core developers continue to investigate other solutions to solve the underlying storage issue, which will only be partially mitigated by the dynamic fees. Any solutions would likely need to be made in a future runtime upgrade. Here are some charts to put this into perspective. So what he's showing here is a huge Moonbeam chain unique addresses chart and Blockchain Explorer gas daily use chart. So Glimmer is the gas expanding in usage. And so Moonbeam chain network utilization chart continues. So far, we've heard from Jim Sertham. I've read the proposal and fully support it. To give it just one anecdote on how this has impacted Sertham, one of our Moonbeam RPC nodes was low on disk space, and we had it as planned work this weekend to upgrade. Unfortunately, yesterday afternoon, the server hit 100% full, and we had to perform emergency maintenance. Our estimates of how long we could wait were skewed. Overall, we had taken a lesson from the event. However, it showed us how the currently low fees can be exploited and have impacts not immediately apparent. Then from Ionis, from an indexer's perspective, every new address, user, or contract is another dimension to track and has real costs. Plus one for expediting to align economics with fair use. And then we have Black Magic. I'm in full support of this as well. Pattison, as a fellow collator, I can only agree to the proposal and the points mentioned. And so Aaron then continues, in speaking with various service providers and stakeholders, it sounds as though we've reached the point of where it's becoming challenging to use some of their operational tools, etc. It's being proposed that we shorten the delay between Moonriver and Moonbeam so that RT23 is deployed to Moonbeam approximately 24 hours after Moonriver. And then the referendum is put up by Aaron. Full support. This is trash and impacting network for teams looking to do legit applications. Everyone's sort of saying, I've updated the post to propose. I'm considering potentials that may arise due to the varying network loads between Moonriver and Moonbeam. I'm uncertain whether testing something on Moonriver for 1 day would suffice to ensure everything. So your thoughts and opinions are welcome. Someone's saying that they understand the concern and security. This is the funny thing. Zen isn't running on Moonriver. It's on Moonbeam. So it wouldn't actually be able to see how it's worked. No testing, and so this is sort of fun. I'm going to just sort of read the proposal and I'm fully both been to both been to retweet 23 with all smoke tests passing. I'm going to reply. It seems like it's a little late. Logging in with We got to log in with Discord. Oh man. And we're sharing our screen too, so we might have to pause this for a moment as we're showing off our infinity screen right now. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I love this way of logging into Discord. And do. All right, so we are in like Flynn. Oh, I'm not a permitted member. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, well then let's. Do I not have a? This is gonna be fun. All right, cool. So let's see here. We got to make a new account. I thought we had an. Oh, it's our Polkadot account. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Many topics to do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Trump is in the post. Why do they make this so hard? No account. All right. So we need to make a new account. We have our polka assembly. Let's pause this for a second. Boop. Boop. We got some interesting. We got to do a quick review of this and get this up because it was one of the things where it's sort of hilarious that Polkadot has this assembly piece up to where they are attempting to change their chain after 500x worth of usage. Now, I think that it's sort of interesting that you know that with that, if anything, you would sort of want more people to use. Oh, ba-doop. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Wouldn't it be nice? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. All right, let's see here. So we had to go over to the Poco assembly. So we missed this proposal. And yeah. So what we were doing is we're sort of writing our opinion real quick. I just want to put this, I'm sorry, writing. So yeah, so this is what I'm sort of writing into the proposal piece. Is I just wanted to point this out, and I'm sorry I was late on writing as I was driving from New York City to Austin for consensus, and then there, and not able to catch up. What I'm hearing is that now that there is network usage, network usage, 500x from your notes. People are upset that it is not allowing them to run their tests or transactions. From a user standpoint, then shouldn't it cost more? More to the people who use the network less? And so this is one of those things where if time understanding the Zen protocol. Shout out to TJ. I see you there, sir. Hope all is well. Then I suggest read the white paper. And see is doing on different chains and pushing another 14, another 4. Find that at fair Yes, you said it yourself. A proof of proof of participation project. So now that there is participation, you are upset. Seem to align with the ideas of DeFi and the fact that you wanted to battle test runtime 2302. 2302 on Moon River, where Zen is not. Sort of means you want to test something in a sterile. Oh my gosh, my spelling is horrible today. People are gonna make so much fun of this. I apologize. Please do not no, do sterile. That is not sterile. There it is. Sterile environment. You want to test something before setting it on chain. That really makes sense. So we have two protocols having new users over just new users, just over 10,000. Just over 10,000 network, and just over 10,000 use the network and is failing. Really, you should solving that, not raising prices, not that. Scalability. Issue. And that scalability issue. Solving that scalability issue. People are playing around in the dexes, adding to the ecosystem, and a lot of them is their first time off of ETH, and you want to shut them down. No, we're going to leave that at that. So this is what my end up response. So as we know, 4.9 million Glimmer. I want to see the voting history for that. One person put in pretty much the lion's share of the Glimmer at 490,000 Glimmer. Second place was 125,000 Glimmer. 110,000 Glimmer. And one person put in 1.7 million Glimmer. I want to see who that is. So that's sort of hilarious. So 1.7 million. So not a single nay. That's sort of that's a little sad. That was done. Some people put in like a ton of their conviction as well, meaning like they leveraged their vote in a way, so they were willing to lose more if the vote didn't pass in their favor. But so that's sort of a very 1.7 million Glimmer. Another person put in 1.5 million Glimmer. Another person put in 1 million Glimmer. Then two more people put in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more people put in over 100,000. One person put in almost 500,000. So that's sort of what they were talking about there. So I sort of put out, this is my total right. I just wanted to point this out, and I'm sorry I was late on writing as I was driving from NYC to Austin for consensus, and then follow-ups with builders, and not able to catch up. What I'm hearing is that now there is a network usage, 500x from your notes. People are upset that it is not allowing to run their tests or transactions without having to resubmit. From a user standpoint, then shouldn't it cost more to the people who use the network less? If you're having a hard time understanding the Zen protocol, I suggest you read the white paper and see what it is doing on 10 different chains and pushing to another 4. You can find that as faircrypto.org. You said it yourself, a proof of participation project. So now that there's participation, you are upset. This doesn't seem to align with the ideas of DeFi and the fact that you wanted to battle test RT2302 on Moon River, where Zen is not, sort of means you want to test something in a sterile environment before setting it on chain. That really makes no sense. So we have two protocols that are having new users. So we have two protocols, Zen and Zen Torrent, that are having new users, just over 10,000, use the network. Use the network and it is failing. Really, you should be looking at solving that scalability issue. Playing around in the dexes, adding to the ecosystem, and a lot of them, it is their first time off of ETH, and you want to shut them down. Really, I would like to understand that. Really, I would like to understand that. And to be honest, I am disappointed that not a single person. Fuck that. I am a little disappointed that not a single person voted no for that. But that is move this out, add your sentiment towards the discussion. Completely against. Done. Let's go update my profile. Edit. Profile picture URL. Let's go get my profile picture URL. Let's see here. Oh, that's not the space. That's not what I want. I want. Oh, I'm in a space, so I don't think I can actually show my. Well, maybe I can. Let's see here. I might have it in profile. No, I don't. So I will have to figure that out. Add a badge. Let's save that for now. But one other thing I did want to change. Let's see here. We can update that. We have our on-chain identity. Some of our posting pieces. Let's see. All right. So yeah, no, that's sort of what I'm looking at here. And that was from the proposals. That was proposal number I think it was number 11. It ended up being 11. So these were let's see here. So yeah, that was some of the grant proposal pieces. Trust swap grant team finance and the crypto app. Pin save ecosystem grant draft proposal. Beam swap. Motivator beam swap DeFi have enhance the service. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the fun things. Oh, we got rugged. And with that, we're going to stay with video for a second here, just because we want to figure this out. The daily average user and registered track transactions a day, rationale, incentive for user number, support our endeavors, trading for rebates, tutorial cast, ambassador program. I love, man. We can just put up Moonwell supporting Wormhole by incentivizing most, including and we won't have capital efficiency or low slippage rates. Make it more difficult for Dexter. Let's see what other proposals are up. Tabled. Let's see here. Filtered. Nope. So we can go back over here to forum post. It should. Oh man. All right. Let's see here. Oh, keyboard shortcuts. Let's see. What is Aaron doing? He's appreciated. Man, post red. So yeah, that goes back into the governance side of things, where we already are. Yeah, so I don't know. This is sort of where we're going to leave the day at. And one of the things that we got coming up on our table, which is really exciting, is Tapio, TAPIO protocol. And they helped with the repegging of AUSD from Akala after the Akala incident last year. So huge shout out to them. And I'm just sort of, I find it really hilarious that we go back to, people upset about, the network being used. I thought that was the point. And so we really are excited to see. We hope that people look for it in a different way. That a solution, the scalability side and being able to handle that traffic is what is really the most annoying thing, especially since instead of trying to solve the scalability issue, let's penalize people that are using the network. So I'm going to follow that up with, let's see here. Where is users? So that's Aaron.mbf. Let's see if we know Aaron.mbf. At Aaron MBF. Let's see here. Users. Is he on governance? Let's see. Dude, we got to give no. That is what we can do, is we can give thumbs down. Yep. Yeah. Mm. So I want to see. There's for 490,000. Let's see. Someone put in a really large chunk of it, and I want to see what they did. Where are they at? So moonshine, um, you know, um, I'm assuming this might be, yeah, let's see here. I'm just sort of upset that this happened. I am, uh, you know, this is just, in my opinion, it wasn't that's not a good thing. Um, you know, um, and yeah, uh, you want to punish people for using the network, you know, and I'm disappointed with it. That's all. Um, and yeah, so I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for joining on this little bit of a broken up confusion piece tonight. It was supposed to be a quick bite. We turned it into about 45 minutes or almost an hour, as we just went through sort of some of this posting from the Parachain thread talk on Moonbeam and dynamic gas fees. And so with that, we are going to end tonight. We hope that you had a great night, and we'll see you on the flip side. With that, as we end every broadcast with our words of wisdom: a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. The best joke on the face of the planet. Knock, knock.